Hello everybody, I'm Brian from Orchids by Brian, and welcome to my August What's in Bloom Orchid Collection update. It might look a little bit different. That's because I have decided to convert my What's in Bloom over to my camera that shoots high quality imagery, so let's check it out. Alright, so this month we have some beautiful Dendrobium Cuthbertsoni hybrids that are in bloom. These are beautiful. I'm going to show you all of the flowers that I have in bloom. I have probably 15 Cuthbertsoni hybrids and species Cuthbertsoni in my collection at this point. As you can see, some are growing closer to the light, some are growing further away, so it is important to check out the hybrid, see what's in its background so you can grow them properly. This one, though, blooms right underneath the light. Beautiful pink flowers. I mean, they are gorgeous when they come out. They're originally dark, dark pink, almost like a red pink, and they slowly fade to a blush pink with a white lip. This orange one I actually picked up from Equigenera. It's a brand new find, so flower's a little rough, but beautiful, beautiful blooms. And then one of my favorites is this Alba variety of Cuthbertsoni, and it has these beautiful crisp white flowers. They do sometimes come out with some pink, as you can see in this image here, but beautiful, beautiful blooms. And then, of course, from the dark, dark, deep reds to more pink-red coloration, they're wonderful orchids, very easy to grow. They have to grow cool, they have to grow relatively moist. So if you're able to replicate those conditions, you can be really happy with these plants. So I know they're one of my favorites. As you can see, the diversity of flowers is unbelievable. So those are the blooms that I have for my Cuthbertsoni dendrobiums that are blooming in the collection. So really wonderful plants. Definitely suggest them for anyone growing indoors. Now, here on my Lepanthes tower, I have several new blooms, new additions to the orchid collection that I'm really excited to highlight. My first one is this, Lepanthes pubescens, and look at the size of this specimen. The flowers grow like many Lepanthes from the center of these leaves, but only certain leaves. Usually it's the ones that have little fine hairs on them. No blooms right now, so... Now this is my Lepanthes species. Not exactly sure what this is. It does have a name, but the flowers are wonderful little brown flowers with orange on the labellum. Beautiful, beautiful miniature Lepanthes. Now, this is Lepanthes myophora, which is definitely one of my most floriferous Lepanthes. Has these little yellow star-shaped flowers, and almost every single leaf has a bloom. You can see the buds in the background and just blooms everywhere. Wonderful Lepanthes. Now my Lepanthes regularis is also in bloom this month and growing really, really well, sending up some new spikes, new leaves, which is great to see. It's acclimating well, and the flowers are huge for the size of the plant. Probably a third of the leaf size is the flower, but as you can see, very pale yellow with a dark red lip with little flashes of yellow. Now this is a brand new Lepanthes that I picked up that's in bloom. This is Lepanthes caprimulgus. It has these little striped balloon-shaped tan and red flowers, and they are just so alien and weird, but what a wonderful bloom for the collection. Now my Lepanthes aculeata, which is in bloom constantly for the past few months, bloomed again this month. A wonderful orchid, grows in one of the shadiest areas of my grow tent, but check out those flowers on those almost corduroy-like leaves. They are so cool. I love my Lepanthes aculeata. Now right here is another wonderful Lepanthes lucifer. It bloomed for me for probably the second time, but I was actually able to highlight the flowers. So check that out. Dark blood red flowers with some faint yellow striping, as you can see in this visual, but wonderful large flower Lepanthes. My Lepanthes larvina is growing really well, picked up from Orchids, and of course known for its very colorful little flowers. and a sequential bloomer like many Lepanthes, so just keep sending up flowers, and they kind of lay perfectly on these paddle-shaped leaves. But great Lepanthes, grows shadier, so it can handle some light, but definitely shadier. This is my Lepanthes nicheniae, and species Lepanthes with huge, beautifully displayed flowers, with those orange, bright orange flowers with green on the labellum. Really, really wonderful. Now, this is my Bulbophyllum triursitellum, or intersitum. It has interchangeable names, but of course that bloomed one flower for me. Check it out, little striped red flower. They're minuscule, very, very, very thin hair-like spikes, but wonderful Bulbophyllum. My Pleurothallis praecipua, a constant bloomer for me as well, was also in bloom, but with several flowers, known for these wonderful little purple flowers that come up from the base of the top of the leaf. But purple flower with white tips, very floriferous. Really, really like this one. My Bulbophyllum championii, red variety, also bloomed this month. Check that out. Beautiful flowers. One of my favorite Bulbophyllums. It's got 2 spikes. Another one's on the way, so should have blooms coming in the future. But check out those fine hairs on the petals. This is definitely one of my favorite Bulbophyllum flowers. Now right here is Lepanthes fimbriata, another consistent bloomer, sequential, blooms on nearly every large flowered leaf, almost like a spider that is curled up, but it has those wonderful orange flowers, and they're hairy and vibrant, so they stand out well on the dark colored leaves. Here's another wonderful Pleurothallis dodsonii. And this is a very cool plant. Has very, very fine speckling on the back of the leaves, and then it has this weird, unassuming flower that comes out of the base. Really, really cool. I mean, check that out. Bright red, but if you're not looking for it, you'd never see it. Here's Masdevallia constricta, species Masdevallia. Very, very wonderful, easy bloomer. Likes to grow shadier than most of my other Masdevallias, but check out this flower. Look at the hairs inside of this flower. I love when Masdevallias have those hairs inside of the bloom. Definitely one of my favorites, and almost looks like an egg yolk, like a over easy egg. Here's Masdevallia nicheniae, a wonderful species Masdevallia that grows cool for me with a good amount of sun. Has sort of a poorly formed flower always, but they're very big, long spikes, very cool grower. Now this is my Restrepia nitiorhyncha, which is a very unique Restrepia known for these little cup-shaped yellow flowers. They're very, very wonderful, small compared to most Restrepias, but very floriferous plant, blooms consistently throughout the year. Now this is my Restrepia royai, another species I picked up from Andy's Orchids, and is blooming for me last month and this month, but check out these red speckled flowers, or maroon I should say. Definitely gives that cockroach orchid name. Now here is Pleurothallis hystrix. Check out those blooms. Oh my gosh, these are one of my favorites. Super, super tiny, unassuming, speckled red flowers. Now, heading over into the Cattleya grow tent, there really isn't that much in bloom this month. Lots of buds on the way, but this guy right here did send out some blooms for me again this month. This is my Cattleya Leonard Gines. Wonderful yellow Rupiculus laelia hybrid, primary hybrid. Wonderful blooms, and there's more to come. And then my Fragmapedium is in bloom here, nice grassy Fragmipedium. I love this little bloom. And then last but not least, of course, we have my Laelia Shelley-hyun. Very floriferous this month, 3 flowers on it, which is a lot for what I'm used to. So, all right, that's going to conclude my August 2025 What's in Bloom. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm looking forward to sharing some more exciting content with you all in the future. We have some good nursery tours and shows coming up. All right, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Goodbye.